It all started with a single sentence. On an April night in 2026, Jimmy Kimmel delivered a monologue that would ignite a national firestorm. Kimmel, known for his political humor, took aim at Melania Trump, joking that the former First Lady, now 56, had a glow like an expectant widow, a pointed jab at the age gap between her and President Trump. Normally, such a joke would earn a laugh and fade by morning. But these are not typical times. The joke landed in a deeply polarized America, where every word from a media figure can be weaponized. This was not just another punchline, it became the spark for a much larger explosion, drawing in the highest levels of media and politics. What began as a fleeting moment on television was about to become a major test for one of the world's largest media conglomerates. The fallout would be complex, forcing a new CEO to navigate a treacherous political landscape and raising profound questions about the line between humor and harm. The world was about to witness how a single joke could become a defining moment for American media and public discourse. Days after Kimmel's monologue, the context shifted dramatically. At the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a gunman opened fire outside, targeting President Trump. The president was unharmed, but the incident sent shockwaves through the nation. The alleged gunman was quickly apprehended and charged with attempted assassination. In the aftermath, a new narrative emerged, one that connected the violence in Washington to Kimmel's joke in Hollywood. President Trump and his allies reframed the joke as a despicable call to violence, arguing that expectant widow was incitement. Pro-Trump media and influencers amplified this narrative, making Kimmel's words a symbol of liberal media's alleged role in fostering hatred. The line between satire and sedition was being redrawn in the court of public opinion. The controversy was no longer about a tasteless joke. It was now a national security issue for Trump's supporters. The incident raised a critical question. Can a comedian be held responsible for the actions of a violent individual? In the hypercharged atmosphere of modern politics, the accusation alone was enough to create a full-blown crisis for Kimmel, ABC, and Disney. The fallout was just beginning. The first public response came from Melania Trump herself. She took to X, condemning Kimmel's monologue as hateful rhetoric and linking his words to a culture of aggression. Her message quickly became a mainstream news story, dominating headlines and social media. President Trump escalated the conflict, demanding Disney and ABC immediately fire Kimmel. This was a direct order from the president to a major corporation, turning the decision into a test of political power. Pro-Trump media and influencers launched a coordinated campaign, pressuring Disney with trending hashtags and calls for Kimmel's termination. The message: Kimmel had crossed a line, and there had to be consequences. Disney was painted as endorsing attacks on the president's family. Trump's call for Kimmel's firing became a rallying cry in the culture war, leveraging national shock to settle a score. The pressure was immense, and the ball was now in Disney's court. The stakes were clear. This was about more than one joke. It was about the power to define the boundaries of public discourse. The nation waited for Disney's response. Facing a tidal wave of criticism and a direct call for his firing, Jimmy Kimmel did not retreat. On April 27th, he addressed the controversy head-on. He refused to apologize, defending his joke as satire in the tradition of late-night comedy. Kimmel rejected the accusation of incitement, calling it a dangerous distortion of his intent. He reminded viewers of his long history of speaking out against gun violence, asking to be judged on his record, not a single line. The core of his defense: the First Amendment. Kimmel argued that silencing a comedian for a joke would threaten free speech for everyone. He positioned himself as a defender of fundamental rights, turning his crisis into a lesson on constitutional values. By addressing the controversy directly, with humor and conviction, he took control of his narrative. Kimmel was not just a comedian under fire. He was a citizen standing up for free expression. His message to the president, Disney, and the country: he was not backing down. But whether he would remain on the air was not entirely his decision. The next move belonged to Disney. The Kimmel-Trump firestorm landed on the desk of Josh D'Amaro, Disney's new CEO. Just 6 weeks into the job, D'Amaro faced a high-stakes dilemma that would define his leadership. His background was in theme parks, not media battles, making this test especially daunting. The pressure was immense. On one side, the president and his supporters demanding Kimmel's firing. On the other, Kimmel and a creative community valuing artistic freedom. Firing Kimmel would chill creative expression. Capitulating to Trump could invite further political interference. As of April 28, Disney and ABC remained publicly silent. By allowing Kimmel's show to continue, the company signaled quiet defiance. This inaction was a calculated choice, placing D'Amaro in the center of a defining cultural conflict. His first major test was not met with a grand statement, but with deliberate restraint. The decision to stay the course spoke volumes about Disney's stance. The world watched to see if the company would hold the line. This isn't the first time ABC and Kimmel have clashed with the Trump administration. Just months earlier, in September 2025, ABC suspended Jimmy Kimmel Live under intense political and business pressure. The suspension, prompted by threats from major station owners to preempt the show, was a shocking move. The backlash was immediate, from both Trump's critics and supporters. Many saw the suspension as corporate cowardice. Others were upset at losing their nightly dose of political theater. The outrage forced ABC to reverse its decision in less than a week. Dana Walden, a top Disney executive, later explained the move as an attempt to take the temperature down. This history is crucial. Disney learned that caving to political pressure can backfire. The 2025 incident shaped their current strategy of quiet resolve. Past mistakes informed their present approach to political warfare. Disney's new CEO, Josh D'Amaro, isn't facing this crisis alone. Dana Walden, president and chief creative officer, is a key figure, deeply experienced in television and a close ally of Kimmel. Walden's influence is immense, especially in matters of creative freedom. She managed the fallout from the previous Kimmel controversy and knows the political dynamics at play. Her relationship with Kimmel is built on trust and mutual respect, making him more than just an employee. Walden's loyalty to creative talent is a powerful force within Disney's executive ranks. The interplay between D'Amaro and Walden will shape Disney's response, balancing political pressure with the need to protect creative voices. The final decision may be D'Amaro's, but Walden's counsel will be pivotal. Their partnership is central to how Disney weathers this storm. The Kimmel-Trump clash is more than a feud, it's a mirror of America's deep divisions. In a polarized era, comedy's role is more complicated than ever. For some, comedians like Kimmel are essential voices, using satire to hold power accountable. Others see late-night hosts as partisan activists, blurring the line between comedy and political attack. This controversy forces us to ask, is comedy's purpose to entertain or to challenge and provoke? Kimmel believes it's his duty to engage with major issues, following the tradition of political satire. The intense reaction to his joke shows how fragile our shared sense of humor has become. Today, a joke can trigger a national incident, revealing a country split by fundamentally different realities. The Kimmel-Trump saga is a symptom of a much larger cultural schism. This episode forces a conversation about where the line is drawn between comedy, controversy, and consequence. Who decides when a joke goes too far? The comedian, the audience, the network, or the politicians? Trump's demand for Kimmel's firing sets a dangerous precedent, making free speech conditional on the approval of the powerful. Disney's response will be watched by every media company. Standing by Kimmel would defend creative freedom. Firing him would chill political commentary everywhere. This controversy is a stress test for free expression in a polarized world. How we navigate these conflicts reveals what kind of society and media we want. This is about more than